just gonna jump right in here. What's up? How we doing? Happy hump day. I just woke up a bit ago. I spent all morning working on a video and I didn't get halfway done with it. It's gonna be a long one. I need some more YouTube shorts as fodder. How you doing, Sherry? Hopefully good. Hopefully enjoying your Wednesday. I'm gonna play a little Dead by Daylight PTB today because the new Michael Myers is on the PTB. I saw the new killer, the Crazy Suit. It looks really lackluster. It's literally just one of their other killer kits recycled, which is what they've been doing for like the last 4 killers. They are straight the fuck out of ideas. It's going well playing No Man's Sky. Wow, that has really like sucked a lot of people in. Maybe I'll have to reinstall No Man's Sky as well. Shoot. I do love some good exploration. And it does seem like it's got, which is supposed to be its selling point anyway. But it sounds like maybe they finally kind of got that aspect down. And they've got that other game that they're still working on. Like Sky No Fire or something strange like that. I don't remember the name of it now. Chill and great for exploration. 60% off. Pretty good. I've got it. All right, Dead by Daylight. Let's boot you up. What are the? Oh yeah. Duh. Whew. Every advancement for Light No Fires on their engine, they're applying the No Man's Sky. Ooh, nice. I'm definitely interested in their Light No Fires. I'm really interested in that one. Which it's not out yet, right? That's a crazy thing. Everything's just free updates. I've never seen a game studio recover from such bad press so well. Oh, what's this? Oh, when I switched scenes, it killed it. No. If I reboot the game, we'll get to see it again. Yeah. I'm gonna reboot the game. I want to see what that cutscene was. Although for some reason, I think that was the Ring intro movie, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's really turned around. That's crazy. All right, rebooting Dead by Daylight. So I want to see what that intro movie is all about. Oh yeah, don't click a button. Oh, it looked like it just skipped it. Lame. Oh well. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I know I'm excited for Light No Fire, but now I can't remember the premise of it. PTB saved data change. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's a nasty hammer. If it was the ring, it only happens once after 7 days of purchasing Sadako. Is that real or are you dorking around with me? Oh. Little fashion show here. I do like their little movies. Bam. Okay, I don't really want to watch that though. I was just clicking buttons. That's what I do. What? That's right, it's got a little exclamation point. Don't know, don't care. Don't know, I'm getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked. It's a legit thing. It's a reference to the ring, right? Like the 7 days thing. That's cool as shit if that's real. Alright, it's time for the new Michael Myers. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't it? All characters you have unlocked via Steam will be unlocked on the PTB, including new characters. When accessing a character's blood well, okay. I was about to say, where's all my levels? But they want to even the playing field, I guess. Okay, so blood web. And I assume I got a bunch of items. I do. All my items are set to 99. Okay. This is a very clever way to do it. Let's see. When you hook a survivor for the first time, gain 1 token up to a maximum of 4. When you have 4 tokens, all survivors scream and are inflicted with exposed for 60 seconds. Jesus Christ, that seems really good. Well, let's give that a try. Who's that come from? The Kresu. Okay. Right. Oh, yeah. Y'all want to see the new... This is the new killer. There you go. Let's look at her power. I watched people play her, and the power looked lackluster as shit, but we'll see if there's something to it. Quite disturbing, yeah. Yeah, the body actually breaks apart. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we'd see that. I did not think we would see that. That's some thing level shit, honestly. Well, from a visual perspective, behavior has sort of outdone themselves. That was impressive. Okay, what's the ability do? The crazy can shift between body and head form at will. The body form has a 32-meter tear radius. The head form has a 40-meter tear radius. It's slightly faster, but cannot break pallets, and is not granted bloodlust. Special effect, leeched. Hitting a survivor with intestinal whip or a leeching gland adds to their leech meter. When the meter is filled, the survivor is afflicted with leech 1. Leech 1, the leech meter fills automatically. Leech 2, the survivor is afflicted with broken. If healthy, they become injured. Intestinal whip from the head. Press the attack button to lash out with your internal organs. Survivors afflicted with leeched can be damaged by intestinal whip. Intestinal whip partially fills the survivor's leech meter up to liter 1. Okay, so you have a ranged attack. But the ranged attack doesn't do any damage. It just infects them. But then once they're infected, then the whip will do damage, which is literally identical to Nemesis. Like, so this is a Nemesis's primary ability. They just copy and pasted the whole fucking thing. Special ability, Regurgitate. In body form, press and hold the power button to charge Regurgitate. When charged, tap the attack button to spew a leeching gland. Leeching gland completely fills the survivor's leech meter up to leech 1. Special item. Oop. Glowing fungus. Survivors can eat glowing fungus to decrease the leech meter over time. Being hit ends the effect. Special ability, headlong flight. In head form, press and hold the power button to speed through the air. Yeah, so it's just Nemesis, but instead of zombies, the infection can progress you to broken. But I watched Polyester play a bunch early this morning while I was working on that video. Mushrooms are all over the fucking place. Nobody at any point in time even came close to Leech 2. Most people didn't even stay Leech 1 very long. So this killer seems really bad. The only thing that might make them better is that they can fly around the map really quick with the head form. And if the whip is longer range than Nemesis, then we have a killer that's just Nemesis but better. Which has been what they've been doing, is they've just been replacing their earlier killers with just better versions of them. Myers is like, if he's strong, he'll be one of the only old school ones that's strong now. Aside from Nurse, I guess. Speed ability sounds like a pallet override. Oh, you think they can fly over the pallet? No, they can't fly over the pallet. I watched, because you can pallet stun the head. I watched Polyester pallet stun the head a few times. And it did not look like... Well, I don't know. Maybe, you know, to be fair, he doesn't look behind him a whole lot when he plays. Because he's not like... He plays pretty casual. He just plays for the fun of it. You might be right. Maybe it can fly over pallets. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't think it can, though. Running out of ideas. Oh, yeah. No, they've been running out of ideas for a while, unfortunately. 10 years will do that to you. Yeah. All right, Mr. Myers. What else do we want here? I think we just need a lot of slowdown. When a survivor within your tear radius looks at you, they scream and you see the aura for 2 seconds. Ooh, that could be a good tracking perk for tier 3 Myers, because the new tier 3 Myers is a 40-meter tear radius. What? What's the cooldown on that? 60-second cooldown? That might work against us a little bit. Yeah, let's look for some other slowdowns first. So what can we do? Do we go Bamboozle? I think we go Bamboozle. Jagged Compass, 4 random hooks, and Survivor's hooked, it becomes Scourge. When you hook a Survivor on a Scourge hook, the aura of the generator with the most progress is revealed in yellow for 10 seconds. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That'd be really good on Freddy. That'd be really good on Freddy, actually. God, that'd be really good when combined with Pop. That could be really good when combined with Pop. God, there's actually a couple of really good builds you could do on Myers here. I think doing things that buy time are going to be the best, but... Hold on, we're going to get Bamboozle. I completely forgot. Can we just type Bam? Yeah, Bam. Bamboozle, Popkus Weasel, Ravenous, and like one more slowdown here. One more slowdown. Deadlock's a pretty good one. Is it Corrupt Intervention? 3 generators located the furthest away from you are blocked for 120 seconds to start the trial. That one can be kind of good. That one can be kind of good. But let's just do Deadlock. And let's see what the add-ons are now. Have you ever used Hex? Fool's Fortune? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. It looks like that might be on a DLC that I don't have. So that answers that question. Nope, I have not. We can look at all the Hex stuff here, but... like, I think if I typed in ground... yeah, it's still... yeah, I don't have Fool's Fortune. Let's see. What's a Tombstone do? Hooking a survivor during Evil Incarnate refreshes its duration. Limits the duration of Evil Incarnate to 40 seconds. Large heavy granite tombstone stolen from Mount St. Clair Cemetery belongs to Judith Myers. Refreshes its duration, but then limits the duration of 40 seconds. Oh, that's a cool rework. Let's see. A tuft of blonde hair. Force the one somebody say evil incarnate mode. Survivors are exposed. Lunge range is increased by 50%. Slaughtering strike cannot be used. So this basically puts you into the old kit. But a better version of the kit. Just one-shotting people instead of slaughtering strike. But I thought slaughtering strike was already a one-shot. Is it not? Is it not? Oh my god, it's not, is it? Oh my god. It's called Plaything because he owns Pinhead. Oh, it was an exclusive perk to Pinhead, but they renamed it Fool's Fortune as a general perk to allow all players to get it. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I do have that. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've used it a little bit. It's pretty. It's got a couple of really good builds. I've never really played with them too much, but yeah, that's not the first time they've done that with the perk. It's interesting, yeah. If you own Pinhead, it's called the original perk name. Howdy Warband just went to watching the VOD, watching live. Yeah. Like the name a lot. It's a good name. Or dead when Dusk plays victim. Yeah. All right, let's keep going through here. While Evil Incarnate is active, hold the ability button to prematurely End it prematurely and retain 50% of the remaining duration is stock progress. Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty good. Reveal the aura of survivors within 32 meters while stalking. Cannot leave stalker mode. Score events for hits. Grant more blood points. Oh, weird. A blood point farming a item that's not brown. When Evil Incarnate activates, you become undetectable for 20 seconds. What? No way. That's nutty. When Evil Incarnate ends, you see the aura of all survivors for 4 seconds. What? Oh my god. Increase the duration. Stock meter feels slower. Increase pickup and hook speed by 40%. Evil Incarnate mode. Increases stock meter fill rate by 30%. Increases the stock range, though. Ooh. Ooh, I like that a lot. Increases stock meter fill rate on the obsession. So you could do like Jewelry Box and Judith's Journal and your obsession. Oh my god, that's actually a really good combination. Unlike before. Increase the base duration, decrease the charge speed. No thanks. Why would you do that? Decrease the tear radius in Pursuer mode, increase the tear radius in Evil Incarnate mode. This sounds really good. I think Dead Rabbit is still going to be like a big one. Increase the movement speed by 5%, decrease the charge speed by 25%. Oh, decrease charge speed, not the speed. Okay, never mind. That's really good. The mirror fragments combined together really well. When Evil Incarnate activates, the next pallet break is faster. Ooh. Increase the stock meter fill rate on stationary survivors. Ooh, I like that. Hitting a survivor with Slaughtering Strike adds 20 seconds to Evil Incarnate duration. Slaughtering Strike only deals a single health state worth of damage. Okay, no, Slaughtering Strike is a one hit, right? Slaughtering Strike. In Evil Incarnate mode, hold the power button to charge Slaughtering Strike and press the attack button to unleash it. The longer the power button is held, the more distance you attack. Survivors hit by Slaughtering Strike are downed, even if healthy. Okay, yeah. The Fragrant Tuft of Hair is just real. It's just it puts Meyer back in his original state for people who want that. Which it's a big nerf. But that's fine. Scratch marks on blood pool marks last 100% longer in Stalker mode. Decrease stock range. Oh, increase stock range. Oh, okay. Increases movement speed in Stalker mode. No shit. Increase movement speed while stalking. Damn, he's got some good add-ons. I don't even know what to take. I don't have anything obsession based up here, so let's not worry about that. I think we just go with the 2 mirror glass fragments here, which increase the movement speed of Slaughtering Strike and the speed. There we go. And increases the movement speed. And decreases the charge speed. Decreases the charge speed. Yeah, that's... Okay, let's go. Got ourselves a build. Let's try to go, let's try to go to the farm. Go farmland. We got a Haddonfield, but Haddonfield sucks. The map blows, dude. Lunge is one shot, however the add-on turns Myers into his original state before the rework. Minus the, the tier 1 nerf. Like, it's old Myers if Myers could toggle his shit on the fly. And have, like, infinite, stock potential. Unique add-ons. That's a goldie. The cool thing with Fragrant is that it increased lunge, which I wonder how far it goes with coup de grace. Well, the old tier 3 Myers had an increased lunge range, so I think it's just the old lunge, which was like 50% farther. And with coup de grace, it does go really far. It's almost slaughtering strike. Well, maybe not quite, but like you definitely like go for a while. I've used it before on him. Now here's the question: is I wonder how long we have to wait to play Killer, and if we're gonna be better off playing Survivor most of the time. Some humans are simply bad seeds, seeds infused with the distilled and pure form of evil. Yeah. Rup. End up, Myers would end up a parenthesis, soon to be forgotten and buried, a failure that would soon rot away, but then he escaped. Don't call him human. Oh wait, do I have cosmetics here? We don't have the cosmetics here. It's fine, we don't need it. We got some fun Halloween stuff we could put on here. Not really. We'll put that one on the hook, because that's cool. That's cool. I kind of forgot that you could, like... I thought it was 3, but I guess that's on your waist. Oh, wait, no, it is 3. Hey, we've decorated our hooks. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. More of that. It doesn't have estimated queue time. That's unfortunate. The cool thing with, yeah, pimp my hook out. Let's go. Okay, after this round, we're definitely gonna switch over to Survivor because I want to see the Kresu. And I don't want to wait a long time to play it, so... we'll play Mr. Myers, and then we'll play Survivor and just play against the Crazy. You know, the fun fact trivia for the Michael Myers mask is that it was a Captain Kirk mask turned inside out. And they just teased the hair. Right? Isn't that the bit here? Oh, let me get a Google. I'm kind of Googling it now. This is something that I've always heard, and I've told people that too. You know, and I think we've all mentioned it a whole bunch. And I'm looking at it, and there's somebody's got side by side with a Captain Kirk mask, but yeah, you guys have heard that too, right? Like, I feel like at this point it's semi common knowledge. But something bothers me about it a little bit that I never really thought about before. If it's a Captain Kirk mask turned inside out and they just tease the hair, why is the hair on the outside of the mask? 100% from the Captain Kirk mask, yeah. So why isn't... Wouldn't the hair be on the inside of the mask, though? Oh, they just painted it white. Okay. Okay. So the bit about it being turned inside out was false. That makes a lot more sense. Because, yeah, the ears wouldn't have any definition either. But they cut the eye holes out. Gotcha. Okay, okay, that makes sense then. Where did I get the turned inside out part from, I wonder? It all lines up. Okay. Where are we going? Farm? Haddonfield? Like, they're throwing down blood point offerings. Because in this mode, blood points are free, right? Oh, did they use the Shroud of Separation so they could gen rush? That's gonna be tough. Maybe I should use the Corrupt Intervention to shut that shit down. So basically, if the survivors spread out, they can do the first 3 gens in 80 seconds. Oh, and it's Mother's Dwelling, which is a huge fucking map. Damn it, I'm not really gonna get to play Myers much here. Okay, so we're in Stalker mode here. Come here, buddy. Alright, let's get him to hook as soon as we can. Not today. Stop wiggling. Stop wiggling. Hold on here. Hold on here. Did I see... That generator's on fire. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think they probably just took the fuck off. Oh, dude, that was cool, the little soundbite it made. They're gonna hear me clod stomping. Alright, we gotta get... We gotta get a guy here. No. Damn, dude, he's quick with that flashlight. Alright, back on the hook. I won't get slaughtering strike, but, you know. Whoop. We did get like a super pop. We're going to kick this as well. Oh, the guy has like, oh, he's completely shrouded in black smoke. That's the elusive. Let's re-kick this. Oh, it's already kicked. Let me see if I can get someplace sneaky here. Damn, he saw me, yeah. Alright, bamboozles up. So we'll force the pallet. Oh. And we're going to put him up on a hook. So this is kind of fun. Like, you definitely kind of get to play around a little bit, but I feel like a lot of generators aren't going up right now because they're screwing around a little bit. Oh, that's already... Oh, no. Oh, this guy's on the hook, but it's shrouded. There's no way, right? Yeah. No way, I say. No way, guy. Did I just see somebody get out of this locker? Am I seeing things? Oh, I didn't do it right. Okay, that's far. Alright, so we can kind of just like skip straight out of that. So this should be like slaughtering strike 3. Or not, whatever, the other one. Who do we have? We gotta get... the one. There we go. Just get like one more charge off. You gotta pay attention, buddy. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna use our Pop Goes the Weasel on this bad boy of a generator right here. And then for whatever reason, I could see this person revealed. Let's switch over to Stalker mode. So we can get like a surprise catch, because this generator is gonna be loud. So they won't hear me coming. Hey, buddy. I don't know if this guy's dead on hook or if he's the last guy I need. Nope. Okay, he's dead. are you the last guy I need? Are you the last guy, buddy? Oh no, but I bamboozled it, so it's fine. Alright, up he goes. So far we've evaded all their flashlights. As far as like picking people up. Oh. Alright, we gotta try and get more of this slaughtering strike stuff in, right? My obsession is dead. God, you get like a movement nerf at the start of that. Hot damn. Oh, I bamboozled it, right. Dude, slaughtering strike is dog shit. I could have just M1'd him. I'm not really see like it slows you down so much. I don't understand when you would use this. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Gotta watch where you're going. Like, you can't catch up in a straight line, and it's kind of dog shit in a loop. So I don't get it. I straight don't get it. Woo! Let's go, buddy. See if we can sneak around and cut him off. Got a little bit of stock going. I do like how that works, though. Alright, let's see if we can find a loop where we can make this shit work. Yeah, no, dude, it's fucking terrible. I think they maybe made Myers worse somehow. Holy shit, dude. I'm absolutely just shocked. at how fucking bad Slaughtering Strike is. Like, what? Okay, they definitely came over here. So let's see if we can sneak around. It is fun, though. That shit is fun to do. Okay, so it's best used in like just a quick. Oh, shit, hold on. Almost could have done correctly. We don't get to use pop, but, you know, who cares? We got to do the cool Mori. Go ahead and break it. Oh, no, we can't break it. Right. Whew. Hot whiff, holy shit. Yeah, it's super bad. I love that little note that it plays, though. Like, that's super good. Nope. There's no way to really mind game a pallet with it. You don't really catch up with it. Oh, right, you can break pallets with it. I fucking forgot. Oh, shit. Right, okay, it has a redeeming quality to it, yeah. Bam, bam. Alright, so it's a pallet buster. This is like how we bust pallets. Okay. It does seem like Lightborn might be mandatory on Myers, though. Overall, Slaughtering Strikes fucking blows, though. Good old Rat and Bobcat. Oh yeah, I gotta keep an eye on my time. I gotta work tonight. Taco Bell's running me into the fucking ground, dude. We earned a lot of blood points. Okay, let's switch over to Survivor. So I don't have to wait as long. No, Jesus Christ. Okay, play. Survivor. Too many buttons. Who should we play? Myrna. God, what perks do we use? I don't even know. I don't even know what a good perk build is these days, man. Oh, there is the new crate. Let's... Oh, not... Who's the new survivor? Who's the new survivor?
Great.ติ๊ก มึงอยู่ไหนอะแบบนี้ไม่ขำนะวะ
Cool. Let's play the new survivor. And then what are their perks? Road life, while injured, not broken, and repairing a generator. Gain 1 token for each regular skill check. When you have 6 tokens, spend all 6 tokens to gain 100% healing speed until you stop healing. Lose 2 tokens if you fail a skill check. A 100% healing speed. So you have to take self-care. Okay, what is their name? Yasek. Bunyasak. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the activation button while standing idle. Performance, 15 seconds. Empower survivors. Get continuous skill checks on the performance. Effect lasts 90 seconds. Increases the odds of getting a healing or repair skill check by 20% when the ability is canceled. For the performance it completes, goes on cooldown. So it works hand in hand with road life. Got ya. Ghost notes. While you have exhausted, your scratch marks disappear faster. You recover 10% faster from exhaustion. No kidding. Let's take good old-fashioned sprint burst, I think. And then I guess we'll just take a medical... What are all these gold for? Oh, masquerade items? Okay. I have a feeling all the medical kits have the same charge now. They do. They do. So we'll take a spooky one. And we just want like a bunch of charges. 10 charges. 8 charges. Look at that. I don't care where we go. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's do it. What, didn't you just like unload pounds of taco shells? You work again? Yeah, tonight's actually the truck. Last night was close. I had to go in and close. Tonight is unloading the truck and closing. And so they've basically got me working like every other day. Except on days like today, right, I got to do some back-to-back closes. New to mouse and keyboard as of today, so go look, have fun. We all baddies. PTB. I'm not dying first. That guy who's shitty on mouse and keyboard is gonna die first. He seems to be okay with it. Oh, look at all the cosmetics. I didn't even see all the cosmetics. Franklin's like, I will. We got a good bunch of people here. In fact, I've got some really good insoles on my shoes. That helps a lot. Buy, like, if you're going to be standing a lot, splurge on the expensive insoles. They are fantastic. Compression socks can help too. So yeah, I don't get fatigued at all from unloading trucks or anything like that. You got a personal back brace? They're good to have. Right, sprint burst. I don't know if this is really all that handy by myself, but boy, everybody's just in flashlight town. Look at them go. We'll watch from a distance here. Looks like they're in human form. Oh, wow, they can detach real quick from the body. Holy shit. That mode swap is seamless. Too bad Michael Myers doesn't get that. I should have all 6 tokens, I think. Hey, you've got goobly bits all over you, just in case you didn't know. Okay, oh, that slows you down a little bit. Oh, it can fly over. It can fly over pallets. Okay, while we're exhausted, our scratch marks disappear faster, so... I should heal faster? Isn't that... I don't appear to have any fucking tokens whatsoever on Road Life. So either I misread it, or the perk is broken and does not work. Both are very possible. Chronic back pain from getting hit by a car twice. Damn. You called it. You called the flying over the pallet bit. Oh, hold on. I gotta get a mushroom. Munch, munch, munch. And that kills the infection. I'm not sure I'm injured. Am I injured? I am re-injured. Didn't I heal myself? I'm confused. Did I not heal myself with my medical kit?
Awesome. Thanks.
Oh, that's cool. Oh. I'm gonna get you up here. I'm gonna run. Alright, we're infected now. Infectioned. Alright, is this still a loop? I can't jump out the window. What? Is this part of being infected? Does it make it where you can't vault or something? I don't understand. How very confusing. We're gonna sky jump, majority standing, and doing like medium maintenance. Swing your back brace is like mandatory, or you'd have to take like a lot of pain pills. Damn, that's crazy. But getting hit by a car will do that. So didn't help that you work some hard construction. Yeah, I've done some hard construction too. Working factories is always the hardest though. Like,
Next one's on me.
factory work was just, I don't know, that always killed my back the most. But that's when that's when I learned about insoles though. I was like, oh shit, okay. Huh. My generator. So I do have to say, like, the killer is just a better version of Nemesis. Like, it's just Nemesis 2.0. Which makes me sad. Oh, that works, huh? No ma'am, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Oh, I thought she would fall for it. She didn't. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. Nope, no ma'am. Bitch. I might be bringing murder bitch. The little fucking head. Oh god. She gonna get me. She gonna get me. She gonna get me. Oh Lord, help me, Lord. I was hoping. Corner tech. Feels bad.
Could really use that help.
That was a hell of a run, though.
I've got you next time.
Healing on up. Healing on up. Pull the attention off the other person a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Good mind game. Got me on it. Alright, we're dead now. Oh. damn it, I fucked up, dude. I could have turned her to this. Dude, I should have crawled toward my teammate. That was fun. So I do like the visuals on the new killer. It is really cool. Thai horror is really fucking cool. But the kit, dude, like I cannot believe that it is just Nemesis.
ติ๊กมึงอยู่ไหนอ่ะแบบนี้ไม่ขำนะวะ
It's Nemesis whip ability and Wesker's ability to go across pallets, right? It's just a Wesker and Nemesis hybrid. Dude, they're so fucking out of ideas. They're so out of ideas for their game. Man. Alright, I'm gonna play more Myers. I'm okay with waiting. I want to play this a little bit more. Dude, we even had this. Increase the base duration of Slaughtering Strike so it lasts longer. Decrease the charge. Now, when it says decrease the charge speed, is this why? Were these add-ons why it was so bad? Let's try different add-ons. Let's do Dead Rabbit, and actually, let's do this. Maybe it was the glass fragments. Maybe these add-ons just are dog shit. Behavior loves their, hey, let's give you an add-on that nerfs you. It's something they used to love to do, and then they had to quit doing it because they realized it was stupid, but it looks like maybe they brought that philosophy back. Or they were buffing Slaughtering Strike, but Slaughtering Strike is just so bad that even when you put two add-ons on that buff it, it's still a bit of a joke. We'll find out. We'll find out. Recovery bar is quick, yeah. Good old Weskus. For sure. All right, well, I'm going to run to the restroom while we wait for this queue to pop. So I'm going to be right back. Oh, hold over my headphone cable. Oh, the queue didn't pop. I'm so shocked. So what are some other good add-ons? Scratched Mirror. Scratched Mirror is going to be terrible. Hooking a Survivor refreshes the duration. I think the Tombstone could be cool. I think this might be his current best add-on, gaining undetectable for 20 seconds.
You bastard, hydrate!
Pretty good. What's up, Tornadic? How you doing, my man? Scratched Mirror is definitely just for fun, but you get some bonus blood points. I think Dead Rabbit's going to be good. Pick up and hook speed by 40%. Oh, yeah. No, I was... We're going to get Lightborn, though. Oh, what's this? Languid Touch. Oh, I've seen this one. When a survivor within 36 meters of you scares a crow, they suffer from exhausted. Yeah. That's actually not too bad, but depending on what map you're on, it could be terrible. Like the hospital doesn't have a lot of crows on it, for example. None are free. When you hook a survivor for the first time, gain 1 token up to 4. When all generators are complete, for each and all tokens, windows and upright pallets are blocked for 16 seconds. Ken Kaneki. But what do we have? What does Ravenous do again? When you have 4 tokens, all survivors scream and are inflicted with exposed for 60 seconds. Yeah, this could be really good. This could be really good. We didn't get a chance to try it out last time because we just literally couldn't touch anybody who knew how to loop. I think machine learning was a good one too. When you damage a generator, it becomes compromised. Only one generator can be compromised at a time. When a compromised generator is completed, you gain undetectable and 8% haste for 60 seconds. That could actually be good with a well-timed Evil Within. No quarter could be kind of good. Not on Myers, though. This is more like something you want, like a Nurse or a Blight or something. What was the compass again? When a survivor is unhooked from a hook, it becomes a scourge hook. When you hook a survivor on a scourge hook, the aura that generated their most progress is revealed. Yeah, that's really good. God, that's really good. I could maybe replace Pop with Jagged Compass. Oh, some bitch. Okay. What did I accidentally replace over here? Wasn't paying attention now. No! Forgot. Lightborn. There we go. What was Dying Light? This is a Myers perk. Let's see. Obsession gains action, speed, unhooking, and healing other survivors. Each time you hook a survivor other than the Obsession, if the Obsession is alive, gain a token. If the Obsession is alive, all survivors who are not the Obsession get a penalty to repair, healing, and sabotage. Oh, God, that was such a slow build-up. Lightborn, love it. Hell yeah. Man, I love them crickets, though. They sound nice. That's relaxing. Whew. Alright. See how we do. Shadowborn as well. What does Shadowborn do these days? I don't even know. Gain haste. For 10 seconds. Oh shit, that's dirty. God, that'd be nasty on Leatherface, wouldn't it? Hell yeah. Yeah, Shadowborn's amazing. Oh, and Wesker, yeah. Hey, cornfield. Killers see the auras of all unrepaired generators. Meow. This isn't the fucking cornfield. Man. I don't love this. Did I see scratch marks? I guess he was too far away to stalk. Gotcha, bitch. So I pull some Michael Myers shit on him. Hello. That was really fast. Is this my obsession? It is. Boy, you really have to snap that around, don't you? Alright, see if I can get him on a Scourge hook, baby. No, Scourge hook, baby. No way, I can make my own Scourge hooks. No, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna set that whole thing up. I want to get like tier 3 going again. We don't care about him because he just feeds our tier 3. I mean, we do need to hook him at least once, though, don't we? Do you think there's anybody over here? There's not. Oh, let's head back to that almost completely done generator. Okay, nobody came back to it. Do you think they'd try to go back to the one in here? Oh no. Holy shit, dude, that was quick. That'll do. That'll do. It wouldn't let me do the strike. Okay, I don't understand. They're all got up like within a few seconds and then are all invincible? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. I don't want to pop that one. Let's go pop this one. Ooh, that one's still fucked up. Whoop. Come here, buddy. You're my obsession. We don't have to stalk the obsession. Oh, nobody saved you. Shit. Let's go. God, they're so fast, dude. They're so fast. Yeah, I don't know what perks they had, but they're Mr. Wake. Yeah, I don't understand. They're just all invincible, man. And it won't let me do the fucking slaughtering strike. Like there's a massive cooldown on it or some shit. I don't know. Fuck it. That was his first time? Oh, what the fuck was that? Nice frame drop behavior. Let's see if we can down this guy. I need to hook him. I hear people. It's fine. As long as I don't body block, I get this. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned sweat squad, eh? All right. We got some pallets to break. I'll do. I think this makes them run faster. Oh, that's a bit of a dead end. I'm gonna try and circle around, come at him from an odd angle. Nah, doesn't matter. They see me the second I pop up. I think this guy's dead on hook. Have I hooked you yet, buddy? What in the fuck are they doing? Is this... There's no way. Is that just it? They just get to instantly get up off the ground? I get this, like, dog shit lunge. And they get... invincible? Weird. Oh shit, that's gonna be it. Yeah. It's impossible to hook squad. Great. I don't know what this totem is, but it basically makes him invincible. It's good to know Dead by Daylight is still obnoxious as ever. Alright. Oh, he's dead. Well, somebody had to die first. You're the weakest link, my friend. Oh shit, I did not mean to tier 3. Oh my god, the slowdown after breaking the pallet is pretty brutal. Also, this... Is it me, or are they moving a little bit faster than... Like, they get around a corner and then all of a sudden they're, like, way far away. He looks like he's got some sort of haste effect. Yeah, I can catch up to him. I don't think I can. No, he switched back the other way. There he is. I see him. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do. He's like, oh yeah, you can just stalk me. Damn, dude. This was like nigh impossible. The RPD hacker situation, it could be. Because they were just like taking the fuck off. And they had whatever it was like insta-procking for them to stand up. I don't know if there's any perk in the game that lets you like refill your shit within like what, 3 seconds and then stand up and then also be invincible when you get up. Gotta skip leg day. Yeah, like what perk is that? We have to go back over to the survivor side really quick. Cause like this is ridiculous if there's a perk that just makes people invincible. Talk about fucking one-sided as shit. Like, you got some balance problems in your game behavior. No, it would have been a boon totem. For a reading. Chests and generators. Gain haste. Oh, it's not a boon totem. It's just because her name is Boon. Shadow step. Scratch marks hidden. It wasn't that. Exponential. Range recover 100% faster and can completely recover from the dying state. You can only bless one totem. So where's the... So they were using Boon Exponential, but they were recovering at like 7 or 8 times the speed. That was not... Okay. It normally takes like what? With the new buff, it looks like about 20 seconds to recover. So this would cut it down to like 10, but they were recovering in like 3 seconds. And then also invincible. So like, there's no way it was just Boon Exponential. Maybe there is some other stuff. Let's type in recover. Okay, it doesn't matter there. There's exponential, conviction. You gain broken when you're downed. Flip-flop, 50% of your recovery progress is converted to wiggle. Wasn't that. Head on, no mither. Plot twist. Leave no blood pool, make no noise, can fully recover from the dying state at 25% increased speed. So they could have plot twist in there. When you recover yourself by using plot twist, you are healed instantly and you gain 50% haste for 4 seconds. This perk deactivates if you recover by yourself by any means. Okay, so it couldn't have been plot twist because they used it multiple times. So it wasn't plot twist. Soul Guard, you gain the endurance status for 8 seconds after being healed or having recovered from the dying state. So Soul Guard, that can only trigger once every 30 seconds. That's fine. Unbreakable. And fully recover in dying state once per trial. So it wasn't unbreakable because they were doing it multiple times. So yeah, they clearly had Soul Guard and Boon Exponential, and then it looked like they were like, unless there's like something that isn't a boon or something I don't know about, but it does look like there was some kind of hack going on. And if you're gonna hack, the PTB is a great place to do it. Because it's the PTB, and if you get banned from it, it's not even a big deal. Nobody cares. Exponential, right? They were recovering, like I would down somebody, and then somebody else would come over, and I would one-shot them too. And then by the time I was finished one-shotting the first guy, or the second guy, the first guy would stand up. So they were recovering within like, it was about 3 seconds. I don't think Exponential lets you get up in 3 seconds. And I know that they nerfed slugging, but they didn't nerf it that much. They didn't make it where it was just not possible to pick people up. 90 seconds until they can pick herself up, and they get like free unbreakable tenacity based. Right, 90 seconds, not 3 though. Up to 5 times before bleed out. Right, but like, do you know any combo that can let you like get downed and then stand back up within like 3 seconds? Like get yourself up off the ground within like 3 seconds. Because that happened about 5 or 6 times that match. It's probably at least 6. Because those two both stood up there at the end. We had a few other instances. 5 or 6. And it was definitely people doing it multiple times. They can yeah, hex 3 seconds. So I know about being able to pick yourself up off the ground a whole bunch, but not that fast. Like the problem was the speed at which they were doing it. Seemed very hacky to me. And I'm not seeing any perks that would like make any sense. God, so far the PTB has just kind of been a shit show. The Myers kit hasn't really impressed me. This combo is nice. I like that. Maybe one of these days we'll actually go to the cornfield here. I don't know. We'll find out. No, not getting up that quick, but you also don't use like slug perks to really. Well, I mean, I wasn't using slug perks. I was just downing. Like I wasn't slugging. I was downing people with the intention to try to pick them up. But like somebody else would come up and body block. So like I down somebody and then somebody runs up and body blocks. So then I down that person and then the first person stood up and that would hit them. But then they would have the protected status. And then by the time I recovered from hitting them, the first guy or the second guy I downed would then stand up and then I would try to hit him, but he would be protected as well. Like they were just all standing basically like right back up and there didn't seem to be anything I could really do about it as well. And so they were also just running Saboteur as well. So it was just like, it was amazing that I was ever able to hook anybody at all, honestly. It was, whack-a-mole. So if it wasn't some sort of hack, it's definitely a broken combo. That if survivors run in the pack, you literally cannot, like you can't down them before they pick themselves up. Use a bigger knife, yeah. Something. But we did at least confirm that Mirror Shard and Glass Fragment are terrible. They actually make your ability worse with no upside that I saw. You can't use it as a gap closer, so there was no benefit there. And it just makes it where like you can't mind game a loop either because they can just get off the loop because you're so slow. Unless you're not supposed to use the glass fragments together, but still. Increase the duration. Increase the movement speed. They're just bad. They are just bad. Increase stock meter fill rate by 30%. Decrease stock range by... Oh, the jewelry box was a bit of a hindrance, though. That's fair. But man, dude, when I found the obsession, we could get into tier 3 so fast. That part was super cool. I did like that. But it did make it hard to stalk people from a distance. Oh, dude, I'm getting hungry. I'll just wait till I go into work, though. Free Taco Bell, baby. What's up, Merc, by the way? How you doing? Mike's knife is already bigger than my head. Dude, it's almost bigger than my torso. Knife is fucking huge. Because Myers is like... In the Dead by Daylight realm, he's like, 6.5 feet tall. So that's a big knife. I mean, it's almost a sword. It's a short sword. Unless you're a hobbit, then that's a full-size sword. Can't leave stalker mode. Man, that's crazy. What's the standard movement speed for a killer? Does it say... should say somewhere. Bio. Okay, 4.6 is your standard move speed. Okay. And this puts it to 4.4 in stalker mode, which puts you running at almost normal speed. We wouldn't want to do it in the cornfield, but if we went somewhere else. The other thing, too, is that last group also overrode, like, my map offering. They didn't have a map offering. I was the only one with the map offering. But we didn't go to my map. So there was just a lot of sus stuff happening there. Good old Samwise. Oh, the queues. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I think about Myers yet. The first round we played, we had broken add-ons that basically ruined our entire kit. The second one, yeah, I'm almost certain there is some kind of hacking going on there, or something was broken. Something was off. So maybe the third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Ravenous also doesn't seem to be doing me any justice here, but again, I haven't had a normal match yet, so hard to say. Oh yeah, what did this do? Decrease the tear radius in pursuer mode by 25%, which pursuer mode had a 24. Yeah. So you can still do the monitor and abuse and dead rabbit shtick, which I think is potentially really, really good. Prefer soft over hard with tacos? I prefer soft tacos just because they're easier to eat. But as far as like what is tastier, I think the crunchy taco is a little tastier, especially if you get, you know, some good hot sauce on there. Those are my two taco takes right there. Okay, let's see if we can have a normal match. Yeah, and the new killer was kind of a letdown too, because it was just yet another recycled kit. Man, it's gonna be a long wait for Ilphonic's Halloween, dude. Burrito, quesadilla, chimichanga, enchilada. Okay. I think I would put for me, I'd put the quesadilla at the top. And tamales. I don't know that I've ever had any decent tamales. I don't feel like I can rate tamales. I think I had a tamale once, and it was like out of a can or something. So I don't know if that even counts. Nothing beats a good old like beef and bean burrito with and a steak cantina burrito. Those are pretty good. I actually hadn't really tried the cantina stuff, but I got to try some the other night because I screwed up an order, and so I was like, oh, well, whatever, just do it off to the side, and then I'd state it later. It was surprisingly good, actually. Surprisingly good. Oh, they heard me coming. That'll do. Yeah, I got that thing. Oh, bitch, I was here the whole time. Alright, so we can get into this skirt check. Damn. Oh, I hooked my obsession. Come on, Leon. Oh, the bot's going into the basement, baby. Bang. Dude, the elusive thing is pretty good. Alright, so I just have both. I missed the stairs. Stairs are complicated. Oh, that's already broken. Oh, no other gens have any work done on them. Okay. Oh, you can't stalk through the window. Oh, I can't stalk because I need to get closer. I can't stalk because I'm not in stalking mode. We're gonna go ahead and down this guy the old-fashioned way. Hold on, we're gonna go cut this guy off, like super hardcore. Oh, he doubled back? Fuck. He knew. But now he doesn't. Now he doesn't know anymore. Alright, skirt check, skirt check, skirt check. Alright, here we go. We got like a tier 3 prepped up. Bam! Alright. We've already downed this guy. I need the Leon. Leon! I do like this compass. Oh, there's the last one. Maybe? No? Ah, there's one that hits the scratch marks. Come here, buddy. I'm not sure why that didn't hit him. I'm sad. But that hit him, so now I'm not sad anymore. Where's the other Leon Kennedy? Get your ass over here, bucko. There he is. Come here, Mr. Buddy. You can get the save. I want. This is the wrong guy. Dude, where's the last dude, man? I just want to like proc this shit. Slaughtering Strikes has a huge cooldown on it. Come here. Oh, wait, could I kill her? Whatever. Yeah, she was dead on hook. Dude, that thing does have some pretty good range on it. I'll give it that. What do we got? 1 gen left? I gotta get cooking, man. They gotta be over here. Yeah, they are. Pop. Oh, dude, do I get the cutoff on this boy? I think we do. Are you my guy? You're my guy, buddy. Hey, buddy. I had to turn off stocky mode. It's fine, we have Lightborn. Didn't you learn the first time, nerd? He didn't learn the first time. But Squatch!
_Squatch.
Oh my god.
What do you think of the changes?
They're not super hot. What's up, Crab Rave coming? I realized I just did not have the YouTube chat up. Apologies, YouTube. My bad. What's up? Coming in with the little bit of Crab Rave. Coming with the sub. Appreciate you. I hope you're all doing pretty good today. Now, it should be exposed, right? Sure was. Sure was. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this a murder? I think this is a murder. Shit, it's not a murder. Thought it would be a murder. Yeah, I think there's just so much detection. No, it was. Oh, I had to be in Evil Incarnate mode to do the Mori. What a waste of fucking... I don't know why you would ever do that. Yeah, it seems like survivors are just fucking insane now. There's... Like, the stealth mode doesn't really do you any good, because it seems like they always know where you are anyway, just by all the detection perks in the game. The Myers super lunge is okay, but like you have this huge slowdown, and you have this huge charge. You can't close the gap really out in the open too much. You have to get like right up on them. So like it's... Oh shit, hold on. Where's our last guy at? I thought that was him. And some of his new add-on reworks are like so bad that they just make your power worse. The like the mirror shards make the strikes like literally unusable. Literally unusable. Okay, the last guy is just hanging out on the map, holding the game hostage. I'm also getting, I think, some hackers, and it's PTB, so people are trolling for some reason. I don't know why. And this one perk is really bad. We're gonna replace it. So far, it's not great. It's not great. Not a fan of the tunneling changes, especially since not being able to like damage gens if you tunnel somebody. Yeah, it basically, what happens is you just need like 2 people to be like, well, it just means that like you can be reckless and not care. And if you get tunneled because you played like dog shit, then the killer gets punished. Like, that's what it amounts to. Was that stutter? It's not the main game. I got some bad stutter earlier, but I don't think I was getting any stutter there. It might be the stream. But yeah, it the Kresu is also visually amazing, really creepy, a lot of neat, like the little music and chimes and all that I really liked. But it's literally just 2 kits recycled again. It's Nemesis and Wesker. Like that's literally it. They're out of ideas and they're just attempting to band-aid fix their way to something. I don't know. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, just insane survivor buffs, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Unless they're just the thing too is like trying to play a stealth killer like Myers and having people like for the most part just to always know where you are or when you're coming kind of defeats the purpose, right? Like kind of defeats the purpose. Freddy's in a pretty good spot, but yeah, Myers just doesn't feel good. Let's get rid of Ravenous though, because Ravenous is fucking terrible on Myers. It might be good on somebody else, but not him. We might have to try out Phantom Fear. When a survivor within your terror radius looks at you, they scream. You can see their aura for 2 seconds. That might be good. Jagged Compass was all right, but it wasn't that good. I think I'm better off for slowdown perks. I can't help but feel like Oppression is just really good. Oh god, they buffed it. It's a 35-second cooldown. That's nice. All right, well, let's do Oppression and Pop. I think that's pretty good. We'll stick with Bamboozle. Bamboozle is pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'm using his kit wrong. I don't really know how I'm using it wrong, though. I don't know. Let's try again. There's going to seesaw back and forth. One patch will favor killer. Yeah, but it seems like they go from like balanced to broken. Balanced to broken. I think there was only ever one, like in the last 10 years, there was only ever one time when the game felt like it was killer sided. Unless, of course, you're talking about some of the S tier killers. The S tier killers are just like so strong that they get a lot of wins, and it makes the win rate look, I think, more balanced than it actually is. I don't know if they still do that, but figure out how that last squad was instant recovering. Exponential, Soul Guard, and Conviction. So I don't have Conviction. What's Conviction do? Guess it depends on like which side cries the loudest. No, it depends on which side spends the most money. Thrilling Tremors, Hex Ruin, Friends Till the End, and Scourge Hook. Or plays friends with barbecue. Oh, wait. Killers are supposed to have a barbecue and chili thing. That's how I was seeing people. Barbecue and chili is base kit now for all killers. We got that. Goldmine. Let's see how thrilling works these days. Not trilling. Thrilling. After you pick up a survivor, all generators not being repaired are blocked. For the next 16 seconds, affected generators are highlighted in a white aura. That's a really good tracking perk. But I've got barbecue and chili's base kit now, so do I really need that? Yeah, maybe. That would let me get back on track a little bit quicker. I guess I could replace oppression. I like oppression, but I mean, like, really pop is where it's at. Oh, motherfucker, dude. How many times I gotta click the button? Lightborn, I think, is probably mandatory on Myers because flashlights, like, if you could use a flashlight on a trapper's trap and turn it off, like what you can do with Hag's trap, basically, but there was a perk that you could take that would prevent that, that would be like a mandatory perk, I think. I think Lightborn's probably pretty mandatory on Myers. Yeah, money makes a lot more sense. And there's 4 survivor players for every, you know. I'm going to say 2 killer players just because the killer does seem to be a bit more popular. So there's like a bigger population. Queue times are bigger. But you still have just like more survivor players. So Friends is good for Obsession. Yeah, I've already got a 1-shot. So I'm good to go on that. I didn't really get to do much palette breaking with it. It doesn't feel like the ability to palette break means anything because you can just take brutal strength and it's the exact same thing, except you don't have to waste your tier 3. Like, you can brutal strength your way through a palette and like then do tier 3, or I don't know. Going into tier 3, like, it slows you down so much and they get such a huge lead on you. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you ever really capitalize with tier 3? Like, you can run up, like, because here's what I'm seeing, right? Here's the problem I'm seeing. Is you spend all this time stalking and building up to tier 3, and then you have to run up on somebody and then pop your evil incarnate and then catch back up to them, and then you can use your 1-shot lunging strike, right? But in all the fucking time it takes to do that, you could have just hit them with an M1 twice in a row. Like, instead of wasting all your time on the stalking, instead of doing all this other shit. So it's a power that essentially, like, as far as I can tell, it's still, your power still counters itself. Like, there's almost no point in using it, which makes me think that maybe we should play a scratched mirror round or a vanity mirror. When Evil Incarnate ends, you see the aura of also. Oh, wait, that's different. Yeah, let's try a scratched mirror round. And let's go someplace where we could actually make some use out of that. Maybe later go back to the hospital. So there's not a whole lot else going for him. He does not have... Ooh, or if it's not that... Sorry. No. Let's get... I don't think I'll... Do I want... Yeah, we'll keep Bamboozle, Thrilling Tremors, Pop. Let me ditch Lightborn. Let's get Monitor and Abuse, because we're not going to be doing a lot of stalking, so we don't need the Lightborn as much. We'll do Monitor and Abuse. We'll do Dead Rabbit. Oh, wait, I still have time to swap this out. We're going to swap this out for something else. We're really just going to play a lot of tier 2. Stock meter. You want Incarnate activate. The next pallet break is 50% faster. I mean, that could be good. Increase pickup and hook speed by 40% in Evil Incarnate. Yeah, we'll just take that. Whatever, it's fine. There's really not a lot else here that I really care about, is there? Yeah, let's do that. Although I don't think we're going to be in stalker mode all that much, to be fair. We'll just use it to relocate around the map, I think. It's good on loop. What's the strike? People have just been camping the pallet. Like, they just don't loop. They just camp the pallet. Because you're so ineffective outside that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could just camp the pallet. Because the lunging Ravenous Strike isn't, like, you can't juke or mind game a corner. Like, you have to dedicate to the lunge, which makes it easy to then also drop the pallet and then just vault across the pallet as Meyer comes around. Surprise! Ooh. All that mind gaming for nothing. Alright, we're gonna switch off here. Get a break on that. We gotta watch them because they're gonna, like, come back, yeah. We'll just break this shit. Saw somebody over here. Need to commit? Oh, because there's a fucking pallet here, bro. Oh, we got somebody out of that. 2 generators for that. One stab. This does not end well for you or the person on the hook. I'm just gonna throw that out there real quick. Alright, we see where they are. Tilling Tremors is a nice tracker. Alright, so we can catch up to her now. We got Slaughtering Strikes. We're Super Evil Myers. Look at us go. Alright. But could I have just stabbed her at the generator and then just ran down and stabbed her? And then not wasted time on that loop building up all that stock and just downed that other person and then got them up on a hook faster? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like the answer to that is yes. This generator had more progress. I want to use the pop on it. There's also that. Did they just not see me coming? Not hear me coming? Oh, this is good. Oh. No way. They're just gonna run out the window here. Come on, Slaughtering Strikes. They could have just dropped the pallet, but I think they thought it runs in a straight line, and that was my first impression of it. Ooh. Let's get back over here and pop one of these that are gonna have like way more progress on it. Dedicated. Do they know? They know now. Oh, shit. Oh, that was pretty good. And you still have access to your normal lunge. Oh, God, it's actually kind of hard to like control, not gonna lie. No flashlight, no flashlight, no flashlight. Alright, we're good. Hey there. What's up? I kind of wanted to try to do this whole thing in tier 2, but the tier 3 is just, it is really fun to use. It just seems so awkward. Ah, fuck it. Let's chase them. They get the free hook. It's fine. Bong. It's definitely this one they opened, right? There's the slowdown. Oh, it'd be massive. Man, dude, he just feels... He feels bad. He feels so bad, dude. The turn radius is decent if you catch him on a loop and alongside. You can catch up. Right, but like, that means the survivor fucked up because they decided to play the long side of the loop. Like, you just drop the pallet and go. Myers seems trash now. He does. What's up, Jump? The new stalking music. I do like the new stalking music. You're a prestige 100 like Tombstone Myers, and this crap isn't it? If this was like a good MMR, gens would have been done in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's PTB, so people are screwing around. But yeah, it only takes 80 seconds to do the first 3 gens, right? You have one person distract the killer, 3 people split up. First 3 gens go up 80 seconds after everybody starts them. And then you're kind of done if you can't exert any map pressure. This Myers exerts no real additional map pressure. You can go to tier 3 super fast, though. But it's just the slaughtering strikes just feels lackluster. It's still probably more powerful than the other Myers. Although, that's not counting Tombstone. Like, if you were a Myers main, which it sounds like you are, Jump, the Tombstone fragment was so strong that it, like, put Myers into mid-tier. And if you dumped all your blood points into Myers, because you mained him, you could keep, you know, Tombstone pieces coming, right? You know, you also had like the perma tier 3 that was really good. Like, you had some really good top tier add-ons. They've all been nerfed into the ground, though. Now, Evil Incarnate activates, you become undetectable for 20 seconds. That's kind of cool, but you know, unless you're getting the drop on somebody, that's not really gonna do a whole lot. If they have sprint burst, you're still up the creek, right? Can it glide off of surfaces like Chucky? I don't know. Permanent tier 3 is your favorite? Yeah, permanent tier 3 is pretty good. Permanent tier 3 is gone. Technically, I guess Judas Tombstone could give you infinite tier 3 if you could, like, hook a survivor every 40 seconds. They can still, like, roam around as Michael with his knife backwards. Yeah, it was just fun to do. Okay, let me try and get this figured out again here really quick. Let's go ahead and do that scratched mirror build. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So we don't need monitor and abuse. We'll go ahead and do Lightborn. Pop, probably not great, so we'll do Surge or Jolt, whatever it's called now. Surge. I like that you can still type in Jolt and find it, though. Thrilling Tremors. Actually, Thrilling Tremors and Surge might not be a very good combo. Also, I don't think Bamboozle would be very good with this style. We want to do this all pure hit and run. So why don't we instead do... I don't know what would be good here. Deadlock, maybe. What's that one where you can see all the survivors at the start of the match? Lethal, I think. Yeah. We could try Lethal Pursuer. God, I feel like Tremors and Surge are gonna dick each other over. So instead, why don't we do oh, it's Wandering Eye. Whenever you start shooting the survivor, reveal the auras of other injured survivors within 16 meters. This perk has a 30-second cooldown. That could be cool. When an item becomes depleted, don't really care. Whenever you break a pallet or break a wall, consume a token. Swords on 30 screen reveal their auras. Hit a survivor, regain a token.
Smoke weed every day.
I am not sure what would be another good perk here. Like, when in doubt, Deadlock is really good. Sure. That's my, like, go-to when I don't know what to pick. And we'll see if I get to... So far, none of the map offerings have worked yet. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. I've never watched American Gods. I keep meaning to, and I just never get around to it. Not gonna lie, Anubis the God of Death's actor is so good at this role. Weighing recently deceased people's hearts is intense. Fat stack of Auric cells he got saved up. Oh, that's just PTB. Yeah. What Toru said. If somebody had that many in IRL, shape might slay him. Facts. Am I in queue? I am in queue. I need to make sure I set my alarm so I don't screw up and miss work. Ugh. Yeah, we'll try this and then... Dude, I don't know how, like, I know how they fuck this kid up. Because they're like, oh, we can't make him too strong, so let's buff some things and then just really nerf the shit out of everything else. But, like, Myers struggled, like, the only thing that kept Myers in the game were his add-ons, right? Without his add-ons, he's just so atomically bad. And the fact that they have nerfed any part of Myers to make up for the buff is just... Like, tell me you're completely disconnected from your own game without telling me you're completely disconnected from your own game. It just does not seem like they play their game. I don't think they do anything but look at statistics. And I would also wager that they don't have a statisticianist on staff. So for the most part, they're just looking at stats, inferring, you know, whatever the fuck they want to infer. They clearly don't know how to read stats, is what I'm saying. So a lot of their changes are just nonsensical. And it will continue to be that way until they kill their own game. Oh, dude, this is just so disappointing. Like, this is really disappointing. One question for you. Is your heart heavier than a feather? Don't go into the afterworld, or don't go into the afterlife with a heavy heart. Actually surprised that this game has lasted this long. I'll be honest, I am too. But that just goes to show you, like, how much people love the asymmetrical horror genre. Like, people, like, it's a cool genre, right? And it's a testament to how much other dev studios have fucked up their own asyms, to the point that you have people that are just super thirsty for asymmetrical horror, but people can't even get one off the ground. And, like, before Dead by Daylight existed, there were other ASIMs, and they all just died, leaving the genre empty. So it's not like Dead by Daylight's killing these things. The dev studios are just destroying their own ASIMs, like, right out of the gate. It's just a lack of understanding of, like, gamers and game design, I get. Like, I don't... It's so bizarre to me. These are either just kind of like self-taught developers, so they don't really like have a good understanding of how the industry works, or whatever, you know, if it's, you're talking about like game design school and stuff like that, they need to update their curriculum because they're putting out like bad information for a lot of these people. It's crazy, man. Let it die already. I mean, I will say that like this PTB is awful, but the base game is still pretty fun. Like the chase isn't too bad. And if you want to play asymmetrical horror, this is it. This is the only one that's reasonable and entertaining enough to want to play. And it is like it's entertaining. Enough. Like I don't love it, but like it's something that you can play until something better comes along. I'm hoping it's Halloween, man. I'm hoping it's Halloween. All right, here's Lethal Pursuer. Okay, we see somebody just going over here. Maybe they changed their mind and come back. Surprise, bitch! Alright, so far this works quite well. That's right, we're gonna stay at the hook here. Whoop. This is how not to play this. Was that the one that was on the hook? Maybe. I need to break that door. They wasted so much time. We'll just leave them slugged because that, well, no, fuck them, dude. Fuck them, right? This is them being like, ha ha ha, you can't tunnel me. Because, like, yeah, you'll just get screwed, but yeah, whatever, fuck them. I think tunneling still has a merit. If somebody's that reckless and you can, like, push them out of the game that quick, the negatives honestly just won't matter. Alright, let's go. Alright, they're just trying to go to that loop back there. Ooh, that burst. Oh, come on now. Oh, God, that didn't hit? Sprint burst? Sprint burst. Alright, we gotta try and sneak up on people, though. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, Jolt's working out quite well. That was dangerous to do. One good hit. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it. Do as much damage as we can. Oh, there's so many strong loops, man. Oh, come on. I hit him. Oh wait, yeah, I did hit him. They're wounded. Come back here, you. I'm gonna murder you. You don't make it. They'll get that generator done back there, though, I think. Do I get back to this hook? Hopefully I do. We get some regression here, because there's nobody over here. I don't know why they didn't do that gen. Hello there. Oh, it's because I didn't, like, tunnel them off. Okay. Whoop. Oh, so close. Let's go, Buttercup. The mirror is pretty good. The mirror is pretty good. So at least Scratched Mirror Myers is kind of back. But that's Sprint Burst. Oh, they just want to stay on the, gotcha. We're not going to play that, though. We're going to go look for the other one. Oh, yeah, shit. You just kind of like make a man see. Is he still here? Let's go ahead and kick it. Ooh, they're doing a really good job of tracking me through that wall. I must be like taller than a wall or something. How the fuck do they track me so well? Like, I don't fucking get it. Especially being undetectable. Birch? Do you think I was tall enough that they could see me over top? I might have been. I might have been. Come here, you. We want to make them do this the shitty direction. Oh god, that's gonna take too long. Fuck that shit, dude. Yeah. Motherfucker. Oh. Got the pallet. We see which direction they're going here. We have to move to cut them off. Right. The other person might come body block. Oh no, they just had sprint burst come up out of nowhere. That's unfortunate. Big delay, yeah. I have to, if I have any of the reduced latency stuff turned on, it's what lags out my streams, unfortunately. So yeah, I have a lot of stream delay. Hey Tread, what's up? Would you say it's the Taco Bell of fast food? Maybe. Glitchy, right? Wish someone could bring back Friday the 13th. Well, there is a new Friday the 13th game being made. Like it was in the beginning, but after those Tomical laws that happened, there's they could pick up development, but I don't think it's like red tape at this point. I think at this point, the problem is the problem that was there in the beginning. Like Friday the 13th is just a pile of spaghetti code and bugs and poor optimization and no good long-term progression. You know, like they could resurrect the game and it would be really popular for like a month and then it would just die all over again, right? Like there's really no reason to bring it back. They're on their second hook. You can kill them if you're in pursuer mode. No, you have to have evil. Yeah, what Taurus? You have to have evil incarnate, which means you have to blow your tier 3 just to save like a trip to a hook. Did I kick the internet cable? Compiled a piece of stringy string. Yeah, it'd be reanimated and redial over again. It would be Jason in a nutshell. So, interesting. Are you saying like the stream was lagging? You say delay. I know there's delay. But like, was there buffering or something? I don't know. Stream completely died for a second. Really? Huh. It buffered for about 30 seconds. Maybe it was I had Dead by Daylight freeze up on me really hard earlier. It might have been the game bogging things down. This keeps resetting to ultra. I keep having to put it back to high. Well, I'm gonna have to start getting ready for work here, so we'll probably call it here. But overall impressions are, I'm not impressed with the Michael Myers rework. Not only does he still feel incredibly weak, but he's also less thematic. Like, at least with the old kid, he was still thematic as Myers. Now the only way I think to play him thematically is to play like Memorial Flower and Scratched Mirror, which this build did play well. This so far was like the best version of Myers. Also, I think the map offerings I don't think they work. But yeah, I would rather play Freddy. Freddy is way more fun than this kit. Yeah, it just feels like the tier 3 is super lackluster, honestly. You know, the old Myers could run up on somebody, pop tier 3, and then stab them. This Myers pops tier 3 and then stands there and does the music and gets slowed down, and the other person gets a chance to run away, and then you have to catch all the way back up to him again. And at that point, man, just take brutal, what is it, brutal pursuer or whatever, right? Or rapid brutality. Take rapid brutality and just run around and M1 people and forget the fucking tier 3. It'll be the exact same fucking thing. So yeah, I think they might have made him worse, actually. He's not worse because you don't start in that shitty tier 1. Or rather you do, but you can toggle out of it immediately, right? And there's an add-on that makes you walk faster in that stalker mode, so that's good too. Yeah, I don't know, it's not impressed. Kresu looks cool, not impressed. It's just recycled kits again, so there was no new mechanics really. Yeah, what a lackluster PTB, man. I'll probably just go back to main tomorrow, and I'll just main Freddy. And I'll play the real Myers when Ilphonic launches Halloween. Ever tried a Mori, anybody? After they had... I did, and I did get a Mori off on somebody, and it's the same Myers Mori. And he picks him up, stabs him with the knife, throws him down. It's the same kind of like awkward, disjointed animation. You know, they didn't clean it up any, but they did add some new music, and the new music is cool. I do like the new music. Now, I'm sure people will get a little bit better with the slaughtering strikes, you know, and probably get that down and whatnot. Maybe Myers won't be considered like the weakest killer anymore, but he's still super low tier. But that's the thing, is he's going to be a low tier killer that no longer represents his license worth a shit. Which, at that point, why would you play Myers? Like, why would you play this guy? It does not feel like you're playing Michael Myers at this point. This feels like you're playing a shitty M1 killer. Oh, damn. Dude, I was so excited. Pretty comical for the wrong reason, but still hilarious. Yeah, Ilphonic's doing Halloween. I've done 2 videos on it, and I'm working on a 3rd video now. It looks amazing. I'm going to be honest. It looks like they're going to knock it out of the park. A lot of faith in Gun Media and Ilph. I don't have any faith in Gun. But Gun's just the producer. They're not doing any game development decisions. It's pretty much just Ilphonic at this point for the Halloween game, which I think is good. So here's the premise of the new Halloween game coming out. It's going to have a full single-player story campaign that is essentially going to take place in like Act 1 and Act 2 of the movie. The focus will be the original 1978 movie. The time period is going to be 1978 when the movie took place. And then the 1v4 asymmetrical mode will be like the final act of the movie. And so if you want to have like the full experience, you play the game all the way through the single player story campaign and then into the asymmetrical part, which will be cool. Myers is going to play a lot like he does in the movie, where you are an ambush killer. You're not a run at people killer. But the other thing that's really cool is that it's going to be a larger map that's populated with AI. And so you not only have to stealth by the players, but all this AI. But your objective is really just to kill people. So if the survivors ball up into like a bully squad, you can just go kill the NPCs, which will force the players to spread out because you have to run into the houses and warn people and get them to flee their house. So if they stay balled up in a death ball, they can't cover enough ground. Like, you can stay ahead of them just to kill everybody. So they'll have to split up. And then once they split up, you'll have an opportunity as Myers to hide inside one of the houses. They go in to warn an NPC, and then you can ambush him and kill him there. So it's going to have like a really awesome like cat and mouse dynamic to it that is going to give Myers an option to always flex to. And the survivors are always going to be in this state of like, oh, where did he go? We don't know where he's at. Oh my God, he's killing people. Okay, split up. We have to go save people. And then always going into a house and never knowing if Myers is already in the house waiting for you somewhere. And like that level of tension with the cat and mouse gameplay just sounds like fantastic. I'll be honest. Like, it's just like, this is the next generation of asymmetrical horror. Dr. Loomis makes an appearance too, yeah. Might function like Tommy Jarvis. We don't know exactly, but Loomis will be there. The police will be there. Could be a unique hero NPC. I think he's going to be a hero NPC. They can probably distract the shape from killing you temporarily. Yeah, because in the movie, Loomis saved Lori. Because he showed up with his gun and capped Myers a bunch. And Lori was actually going to die. Like, Lori would have died if Loomis hadn't showed up. And so I think he will be like a hero NPC that can like show up and save the day. But only if he's like in the area, probably. Have they actually said anything about gameplay or just speculation? They've done a lot of heavy hinting at everything that I've talked about has been derived from multiple interviews, a game, not really a gameplay, but a teaser that they made using the in-game engine. So you got to see the graphics and the idea, and they've talked about how you will need to go warn the people in town, because they said that the objective will not be go do XYZ and then escape the map. They said they're not doing that. They want something objective based, and that it's going to be that the players need to like go from door to door and warn, you know, the people in town to get them to flee. And that's what the teaser was, is it showed you know, somebody running door to door and, you know, like, oh, you have to get out of here, it's, you know, he's back, or you know, there's a killer on the loose, and then the NPC is like, oh god, and then like they get him out of the house and they get out, right? So like there's a lot that has been confirmed, but the actual mechanics of how it works and stuff like that, there's a lot of speculation. But I'm pretty familiar with Ilphonic's work, how they operate. And so I've got some pretty good, I think my speculation is pretty accurate, honestly. And some of my speculation has already been confirmed as being on track. So I feel pretty confident in everything so far that I've laid out. Calling it now, Ilphonic will make it. Gun will take over after a year, and game will go downhill. I don't think so. Because Ilphonic is now like buying they bought Predator Hunting Grounds out from under Sony, and apparently they're still supporting it. And in fact, they apparently put out a patch for it and more content here just recently. So they intend to actually like keep a hold of all their licenses, support all their games simultaneously. And for now, though, they have temporarily paused support of their other games to put the entire studio to work on Halloween, and they want this to be like their sort of magnum opus. So I don't see, like, if they're still supporting Predator Hunting Grounds, which is pretty dead, there's no way they hand off their magnum opus, or they called it their crowning jewel. There's no way they hand that off to Gun Media for Gun Media to then shit all over, right? Like, there's just no way. I just don't see Ilphonic doing it. Especially if it's making money, right? Like, why would you give your cash cow to somebody who clearly doesn't know how to, like... Because Gun doesn't know how to code or program or do anything. All they know how to do is hire other dev studios. So if they handed it off to Gun would be like, cool, okay, well, let's go find somebody to work on this. We got to hire a studio. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. So I don't think that will happen, honestly. Unlike DbD's version, this Haddonfield will not only be the most detailed, but expanded upon. According to the Game Informer, yeah. Yeah, I think Ilphonic, like, you know, with Ghostbusters, they did a really good job on Ghostbusters, and they've supported it properly, and they've stuck with it. Halloween will never die. You can't kill the boogeyman. Evil will not die tonight. That's going to be like a big undertaking to keep all those games supported. So for Predator Hunting Ground, it just looks like they just put out content. I think it's pretty minimal support, but it's support, right? Ghostbusters surprises me if they're still supporting that, because I thought they kind of went ahead and pulled the plug on it. But, you know, Ghostbusters could have some life in it. In fact, God, dude, maybe we should check out Ghostbusters and Predator Hunting Grounds, because those are good games. And, dude, if this PTB goes live... Oh, dude, it's so... Dead by Daylight's about to be in a really bad spot. It might be a good time to go play some other asymmetrical horror games, you know what I'm saying? I think Halloween will be a money printer, as long as they put some engagement stuff in there. The problem with Ilphonic is that they have, like, solid concepts that make, like, a flash initially, but then they don't last. The game will probably be good, but will it have lasting power? It's like Dead by Daylight has no lasting power. Dead by Daylight is literally just the chase, which Ghostbusters also has an amazing chase sequence. And honestly, Predator Hunting Grounds is a pretty good chase sequence, right? The problem isn't the games. Like the games they put out are fun. Like it's not a fun issue, and they don't peter out. But like I already made like a 20-minute video that goes into great detail talking about why asymmetrical games die. And it's not for a lack of fun. It's a lack of engagement mechanics. Something that Dead by Daylight does in spades and nobody else even tries to do. It's really painful to like watch other people not understand, like dev studios, right? Like dev studios look at Dead by Daylight and be like, huh, they're successful. Why are they successful? You know, how are they keeping players around long term? They don't seem to ask those questions. And that's a really important question to ask. Skepticism, Halloween is so iconic. Can it ever really die? You know, that's like, so like the Halloween Kills, Halloween Dies, those last two movies kind of sucked. I really, especially Halloween Dies, it was just terrible. It's fucking terrible. But like the night, like Halloween 1 and 2 are just so good that you just kind of like ignore them. And I did like H2O, so H2O is really good. And so I think as like a fan, you just kind of revert to like, okay, the new movies are dog shit. They're not canon. But the old stuff is still so good. You're like, okay, yeah, those are, we'll just stick with those as being canon, right? So yeah, in a way, I don't think Halloween ever does die because it was just like the few that were done well were just done so well that they're timeless. See, nobody else wants to despite that. Yeah. DbD came out like almost a decade ago. It has lasting power. It's okay that you don't like where it's at right now, but a lot of people do. Literally not what I said, though. Why DbD has lasting power is the question. It's not that it's in a bad place or a good place. Has nothing to do with that whatsoever. It has been in a bad place multiple times where they've had like their entire community up in flames. They've had their entire community lash out at them multiple times. So you can use that as an argument to say like, well, the game has definitely been unfun, but it still keeps players. The question that's not being asked, and it has a clear answer, is why do they retain their players for so long? The reason they retain their players for so long is because they have a ranked season, is because they have long-form progression with their blood web. You know, they have all these engagement mechanics that if those did not exist, if Dead by Daylight had launched in the same state that other asymmetrical horrors had launched, where it was just, you just play the game and if it's fun, you keep playing it, it would have been dead within the first, like, you know, 3 or 4 months. But they put that ranked ladder in there. They put long form progression in there. You know, they drop a lot of cosmetics, and now they've also added the battle pass system, and then they've added the tome system. Like they've got deep progression on top of deep progression, and then the prestige system. And then they also have like the season ladder and stuff like that. Like it's just a lot of engagement tools. And no other ASIM bothers launching with engagement tools at all. So people go in, they love the games, they have a blast, and then after they've had their fun, they move on to another game. It's just like Resident Evil. Resident Evil is a beloved franchise, but the average person only has 10 to 20 hours of gameplay in any given Resident Evil game. It's a very, very small, like 1% of the population of Resident Evil that ever goes on to play anything more than that, right? But, you know, but that's just because Resident Evil is not designed to be played over and over and over again. Dead by Daylight is designed for replayability, but a lot of the ASIMs that come out now are just simply not. Like they make a fun game, but they forget to add the things that make people want to replay that game. Like that's where people keep fucking up. Like that's the point I'm making. It's not that like, oh, Dead by Daylight should be dead. It shouldn't be dead. It absolutely makes sense to me that this game is still alive and going. What doesn't make sense to me is that how other dev studios look at Dead by Daylight and don't learn that lesson. They don't look at it and be like, oh man, it's done really well for itself. We should really try to figure out, or, you know, look at what they're doing, because they're doing a lot of things right. Like they know, Dead by Daylight knows what they're doing when it comes to engagement. They know what they're doing, you know, in a lot of regards with how to keep people in their game. Do you think Ilphonic will add those things? I have made a video that is getting a lot of views in which I explain, it's like I said, it's like a 20-minute video, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know, it was a long video. I explain all this stuff in even more detail than I do here. And it is a bit of an open note to the developers, and I hope they see it, because I do not think they will add those things. If we get a hold of the game on launch and it does not have any engagement tools whatsoever, then we know that we're in for about 6 months of really fun times. It'll be great, maybe even a year, right? Maybe even a year. But then after that, it'll go the way of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I would say, and then probably like peter out. Unlikely to really like keep people around for too much longer after that. It doesn't matter how fun it is, because like once you've had your fun, you've had your fun, right? There's no reason to keep playing. 100% does. It's all about like the formula and the replayability. Yeah. Halloween compared to TCM, it's a big gap. I just mean like as far as like the timeline. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was pretty hyped for about 6 months. And then it kind of, you know, it kind of limped on for about a year. And then it had its second year, but its second year was just, it was basically dead for that whole second year. I think Halloween will have a strong full first year, 6 months to a full first year. Whereas TCM really only had a strong showing for like the first like 3 to 6 months, right? So I'm just comparing it to TCM because of like the time to die is all. It's a cannibalism in itself. It's not even that popular. Definitely not. The hype train has no brakes. Yeah. So yeah, I hope, because Halloween looks really fun and I really, really want it to be replayable. Like that's what I want more than anything. And honestly, like I would probably stick with Dead by Daylight a lot more if it was just more fun. But unfortunately, like for me, like I do like Killer more than Survivor. But a lot of the killers I like all tend to be like low tier. Like I like Myers, I like Trapper, I like Freddy, I like Pig. You know, these are all like lower tier killers, and lower tier killers have a much harder time having fun in the game. Yeah, I like the Onryo. I don't think Cenobite's low tier. I think he might actually be kind of more of a mid tier. But he still doesn't feel that strong, and I think he's had some playstyles that have been nerfed. I'm not actually sure. He's more difficult to play, and I've never gotten to the point where I feel like I've mastered Cenobite or like ever even gotten like really good at him. So he might just be like he's just kind of too difficult to play, really. Yeah, and that's kind of it. Like all the really high tier killers, I never really just like, I don't know, they never really got my attention. Dracula could be a different story. I didn't give Dracula much of a chance. Dracula seems super cool. Maybe I'll play some Dracula. Myers is legit like the OG Stalker. Yeah. Close in terms of sheer disgusting horror. John Carpenter made that as well. The Thing, yeah. TCM movies have a really like niche crowd that sticks with it, but it's not a big crowd. Yeah. I think like Leatherface is really well known as an icon, and I think a lot of people go see the movies, but there aren't a lot of people that are like dedicated like Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans, though. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd agree with that. Stream down. Is my stream keep dying? It's back. Damn, that sucks. A Thing ASIM game. What if? I know there's like. So I don't think the Thing would work as an asymmetrical horror because it's all about like the whole mimic mechanic, and people are going to be on Discord, and that's going to kill it right there at the start. Because it basically turns into a social deduction game that you can cheat in very easily. So I don't think you'd ever see it as an ASIM. But there are some single player versions out that look really good, and yeah, it probably works really well in that format. Another strength DbD has is its variety of killers. Yeah, at this point, of course, it only launched with 3. You know, Trapper, Wraith, and Hillbilly. But at this point, it is pretty entrenched because not only does it have like 40 killers, but it also has a lot of licenses, and most of the licenses are represented pretty well. Onryo is pretty bad. Myers is now pretty bad. But everybody else, like, you feel like you're playing Freddy now. Like, his final rework, really good. Leatherface is pretty easy. You just give him a big chainsaw, and you're playing Leatherface. The pig feels pretty good. The Cenobite's not too bad. Like, honestly, I think they did a pretty okay job on Pinhead as well. Nemesis feels pretty spot on. You know, like, even if they're not strong, they at least do feel like those licenses. And so, like, yeah, the variety, the licenses, all that stuff is a huge, like, it really entrenches Dead by Daylight. I think it ensures that, you know, nobody really kills Dead by Daylight. If Dead by Daylight ever dies, it's because the game takes itself out. Or it just becomes, like, so dated that they can't keep up with, like, the next generation of ASIMs. And in that case, you know, you might see behavior try to make Dead by Daylight 2 and try to then get to the next generation themselves. But yeah, and the Dead by Daylight's probably got, worst case scenario, 5 years at least. At least 5 more years, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, this could be around for another 15 years or something. The God Loops, yeah. Alpha Trapper was a hard sell. Night Dive did a remaster. The God Loops back in the day were awful, yeah. Butcher the Body Snatchers movie in a game. Nuclear Nightmare, that was it. Yeah, it's a good multiplayer game that is based on, like, The Thing. It's The Thing, but just not in name. Yeah, I need to get back into checking out Nuclear Nightmare. Yeah, it was. Reds mentioned it a lot. Yeah, that's 15 years old. Wait, what's 15 years old? Easily worth the $10 and it's on sale for $3. Nice. No, I'm just saying, like, Dead by Daylight could go for another 15. Like, best case scenario, another, like, 15 more years. But that's best case, right? Best case, worst case is 5. But you know, all in all, it kind of depends on Halloween. If Halloween ushers in, like, the next generation of asymmetrical horror and people start, like, copying Halloween and you start seeing, you know, pressure for Dead by Daylight to adapt and it kind of struggles to adapt, you know, you might see it dwindle out a little bit faster. But, like, it's so entrenched though, and it's got a lot of content creators that'll stick with it until the very end, right? So I feel like even in that worst case scenario, I still feel like, oh God, maybe 4 years at the worst. It's got a lot. This game's got a lot of life left in it for sure. No. I say Unreal 11 will be out at that time, right? Which they might upgrade to that, but no. What I'm saying is, like, worst case scenario, Dead by Daylight goes on to last another 4 to 5 years, which means that its total lifespan would have been 14 to 15 years. That's worst case scenario, the game dying as soon as it possibly can die. But best case scenario, I think Dead by Daylight goes on for another 15, meaning the total life of the game would be like 25 years. You know, we've seen games last that long. You know, MMOs, World of Warcraft, Ultima Online still going, for Christ's sake. You know, there are games that can last that long. League of Legends is, you know, going on 10 plus years, like 15 years. I think at this point, League is going to be around forever as well. You know, like, it has potential, but that's also best case scenario. I don't think it'll be best case scenario. I think, you know, realistically, I think it goes on for probably about another 7-8 years. I think it'll be the total shelf life, potentially 20, you know, maybe close to a 20 total year game. Although, you know, one thing that's really hurting them is the fact that they've run out of ideas for killers. And they just keep like rehashing. Jesus Christ, it might only have 5 years left on it. Actually, we might be seeing the beginning of the end here. They're also running out of. Well, they're not really. Well, they're running out of licenses. I think they've got a couple more that they can do. I don't think they'll ever do Candyman. I looked up that license, and too many studios own different parts of the movie. They don't ever do Candyman. That one's not getting done. But I think there's still one or two, and somebody brought them up, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. They'll never do The Thing because mimics don't work in this formula. But I do think there's like one or two more, and I just forgot about them. Scam Citizen. Nia sneezes, and Meyer stabs himself in the neck. Issues with spaghetti code. Can you imagine the code will look like in 5 years? Well, the code for Dead by Daylight does continue to get better. You should have seen it in 2016. My God. You couldn't do anything without getting teleported out of the map, into a wall, getting glitched into terrain. Like, the game was nigh unplayable. And while it does still have a lot of persistent bugs, it's not anywhere near as busted as it used to be. Usually things just kind of quit working and they like let them stay broken for a bit, but they always kind of fix it. So I don't think the spaghetti code will get worse per se. Only game where you can rent like 10K digital ship, no lag. That's crazy. Is F13 in a possible license to get at this point? No, there's another Friday the 13th game being worked on at this time. The original writer for Friday the 13th won his court case. He has his rights back, and he is now empowered to solely, all by himself, write whatever licenses and contracts he wants, which I think he has already done. So yeah, there is a Friday the 13th game currently right now in the works. Dim whales have no shame. Dude, it's crazy, right? The Gideon meat pallets. Oh, that was pretty bad too. You realize if you had a Child of the Day Star Citizen Kickstarter went live, that child would be like 13 years old. Dude, that is crazy. Damn. Yeah, the 20 plus pallets. It was like 30 years. It was crazy. Victor Miller, that's the guy, yeah. Mark Hamill is in it too. It's crazy. Is he in Star Citizen? That's crazy. But anyway, I got to get ready for work, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of here. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. So I don't work, and it's non-PvP games. So we'll be doing something else that isn't Dead by Daylight tomorrow. Anyway, I'll see you then.